Good morning, Commissioners. David McCallister, P.O. Box 7343, Wesley Chapel. As you all know, I come to here fairly regularly to advocate for appreciation of history and veterans, especially that of the period of the war between the states. And today is a little unusual. I'm going to be here basically introducing Mrs. Laura Leslie and Judith Benjamin, who are portrayed by Mrs. Gail Jesse of the Confederate Cantineers, Chapter 2405 of the United Daughters of the Confederacy, and Captain Phil Walters of the Judith Benjamin Camp, 2210 of the Sons of Confederate Veterans. Item F2 proposes a cultural assets program here from Hillsborough County. And I'm here to tell you that one of the cultural assets of this county is the history of Hillsborough County, including the period of the war between the states. If we could embrace and showcase our diversity and legacy, it would be great for the county and for historical tourism. And right now, through our time periods, we basically want to present a little vignette wherein Hillsborough County was involved in a footnote to a famous episode in Florida and American history. Thank you.
Thank you. Are you Gail?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Good morning. My name is Gail Jesse of Lakeland, Florida, and I am portraying Lucy Jane Sandwich Leslie. And I would like to tell you about a very special visitor my husband Leroy and I had in 1865, which is exactly 150 years ago this month. In 1848, Reverend Leslie with his family came to Tampa to start a Methodist church. By 1853, a white chapel was completed on the northeast corner of Lafayette and Morgan Street. During the Seminole Indian Wars, both Leslie and his son John enlisted. Leroy's first wife died early in 1860, and in January of 1861, he sold his home in Tampa and moved to a plantation south of Brooksville known as the Ellis Place. Leslie and I married in May of 1861, just at the start of the war between the North and the South. Shortly after, Leslie and his son volunteered to defend Hillsborough County and Florida against the anticipated northern invasion. In 1863, they organized companies of cowmen from the area to drive free-range cattle north to feed our troops in the Army. John's company was based in Tampa, and my husband's was based in Brooksville. After General Lee surrendered in 1865, a visitor came to our plantation late in May. At first, he said his name was Charles Howard. Later, however, he confided to us his real name, Judah Philip Benjamin. What a surprise! The Secretary of State for the Confederate States of America was in our parlor. His family in South Carolina had told him that Leroy could help him escape from Florida, and of course we wanted to help because we knew he was in great danger. My husband sent for his son John, and the two of them made the necessary arrangements to speed Mr. Benjamin on his way. I'll never forget the time we spent with Mr. Benjamin. He was a delightful gentleman. It wasn't long after he arrived in England that my husband received a package containing beautiful silk for a dress for me, along with needles and thread. And now I would like to give you and present to you Judah P. Benjamin, our Secretary of State.
Okay, are you Phil?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Bonjour, Madam Chairman. Bonjour, Commissioners. My name is Phil Judah P. Benjamin, and I was the Secretary of State, Secretary of War, and Attorney General for the Confederate States of America. Right now, I'm on a journey through your wonderful county with the help of the Leslie family. There's quite a price on my head by Secretary Stanton of the United States put $50,000, which today's sum would be about $1 million. And they pretty much said, they're not going to take me alive, just get me. So I'm on my way out of the country. I just want to share one little thing with you. On my hat today, this is not the Star of David, although Benjamin was of the Jewish faith, and he was not the only Jew in the cabinet of the Confederacy. But this is the Florida Star. There are brave boys from Florida, such as Captain Leslie, the boys from Hillsborough County wore in defense of their home. But the great people of the Tampa Bay area, the Gamble family down in Bradenton, who's hosting me for the month of May until I actually dress down a little bit as a cook and make my way out of the country to the Bahamas. And then finally I gain passage to the wonderful country of England, where I resumed my career as an attorney. Because while I was in this country, prior to the war and serving under President Davis, I served as a United States Senator from the great state of Louisiana. And I also had a nomination for the Supreme Court Justice of the United States, which I really didn't want to take a pay cut, so I declined. But once I reached England, I resumed my career, studied again, passed the bar over there, became a member of the Queen's Council, which is the highest you can go in the legal profession. I wrote a book, which, as I understand, has made it through the ages. It's called International Sales, which is still studied today in the law profession around the world. So once again, I just want to thank you guys, you folks from the wonderful Hillsborough County, and your help and assistance with me. I also want to say, treasure our history, because if we're going to pass to future generations, they must know all of our history in an accurate portrayal. And as a citizen, I'll tell you, I want the truth. I don't want anything candy coated. I want to know what's there. That's how you have a free people with free information. But thank you again. Thanks for hosting me.
Thank you very much.